Hello my gorgeous Aries, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you my beautiful Aries, and it's for January 2019. So it's for you my gorgeous Aries, and it's for January 2019. And I just want to say, and I would like to wish you a happy holidays, and I would also like to wish you a happy new year too. I cannot believe that we are in 2019 already. And when it comes to you my beautiful Aries, now this is the year when most certainly you are going to put things in a completely different perspective. This is not going to just come out of the blue. This is not only going to happen on just one day. This is not only going to happen like straight away, but it is going to be rather interesting the way the situation is going to develop in your life, my gorgeous Aries. You can expect lots of changes this year indeed, but the way the changes are going to start right away with January 2019. As I said, January 2019, it's going to bring you the whole new perspective. It is also on another hand going to help you to breach those situations and those areas in your life that you kind of didn't come across with so yet, because they weren't as illuminated as they should have been. But this is only because now the new actual a dimension that is going to start, the new dimension that is going to start with the new 2019. It is just going to help you to focus, and on another hand, it's going to bring you the whole new vision. When it comes to the actual date, I can tell you that before I even go to the actual dates, I would like to say that this month your number is actually number 7. Now I think it's rather incredible to say that your number is number 7, because it means that there is going to be a strong connection with the actual angels. There is going to be a strong connection with the spirit guides, and this is going to be highly powerful and rather spiritual month indeed. But you will see exactly what I mean. You're about to rediscover yourself, you're about to rediscover your passion, and you're about to start enjoying those things in your life that you forgot about. You're going to start enjoying yourself, and you're going to start to finding enjoyment in things that you forgot about, and you're going to find yourself rediscovering yourself this month. And this is why this is going to be so important. This is what number 7 means. So expect very powerful little messages which you are going to be having throughout the month, and the powerful little messages that you are going to have, they're going to be very strongly connected to the actual nature. So you may walk one day and you may see like a strange shape in the tree, or maybe you may be looking through the window, and then you may see like a clouds with an unusual shape. It all depends what you see, what is connected to the nature, which shape it is, how you feel like when you see this, how did you feel when you saw this, what was going on in your mind, and what is the big problem in your life at the moment, and what would you like to achieve. But most importantly, which issue was actually on your mind at around the time when you actually saw this sign. So this is what you can expect. And also number 7 means that the financial situation is going to start to improve, and this is really, really good, because this is something that you were hoping for, this is something that you were concentrating on, this is something that you were hoping to happen. But the bottom line is that this is going to be the results of your efforts that are about to be due, and you're going to absolutely like it. And something very interesting is going to be revealed to you this month as well. When it comes to your actual health, I need you to be a little bit careful. I need you to be super healthy this month. I need you to do like a detox. I would like you to kind of start doing like a smoothies, start doing like a juices, try to drink lots of water without like try to avoid like a squashes or like cordials and things like that. Squash is like a cordial basically, unless if it's like as natural as possible. But I would like to just, if you could stick to like just the pure water and things like that. On another hand, in one way, your health is going to be quite sensitive, but it's going to be absolutely brilliant if you do stick to these things, if you do stick to this routine, if you do kind of think about your own fitness this month, if you can kind of think about work-life balance, about your diet, about your juices and things like that. You're going to be absolutely fine, because you're going to go with this wonderful energy, you're going to go with this wonderful sync, and what this sync of energies is going to do is just going to make you feel even even more successful when it comes to your own diet, but most importantly when it comes to the outcome of all this, because by the end of the month you see you should feel so much better. So when it comes to your health, you know, just make sure that you're eating the right diet, that you're eating the right food, because this is going to be rather important this month. And also on another hand, I know that you're gonna have a quite dry skin on your hands and dry skin on your face. So what I would like to recommend to you, like a full on, is basically just to try to like wash yourself with like a natural products, like a natural face wash, natural soaps and things like that, and followed by of course using something natural without any chemicals. And try to do this throughout the months. When it comes to your hands and when it comes to your face, try to moisturize it and wash it with just a strictly natural product, because this is going to be the area that is going to make you feel quite sensitive. It's going to be quite not make you feel sensitive, but it's going to be quite sensitive this month. Now, going on the first day that I was going to mention before. Now, the first important date that I would like you to mention, that I would like you to pay attention to, is going to be on the 3rd of January. Now, the 3rd of January 2019, it is going to start very strange. It is going to start very bizarre. It's going to make you feel really weird. But then again, you're not going to be kind of able to pay attention to this as such, because there is a certain situation going to arise on this day. That situation that is going to arise on this day, it's just going to really be so much about you making a really important decision about what you are doing right now. This decision what you are you're going to need to make, what you're going to be thinking about, is just going to go back to 7 months ago. At around 7 or 8 months ago, there was some certain change that was on your mind. There was a certain new beginning of your mind. It started unfolding and started unfolding, and now this is the second stage of this particular and rather powerful unfoldment. There's also number 5 that is very much so going to be connected to this situation, and is going to be connected to this day as well. Now, there is going to be a decision that you're going to need to make, decision that you are going to make, but I need you to listen to me very careful. You can make whichever decision you want to make on this day, okay? But do not take it any further, okay? Because this day, it is not going to be the day when you should actually go for the second stage of when you would actually just go on the second level of your journey and things like that. These days are very important. It's very important for me to stress and to say that you can make any decision you would like, but do not take it any further. And you know why? Not on this day. Wait day after, week after, months after, you know, whenever you want, but do not take it any further on this day. You can make whichever decision you want, but don't sign something. This is what I mean when I say don't take it any further. Don't sign something, don't start something, don't have any negotiations on this particular day, okay? So don't get them confused. I don't want you to get confused about what am I saying. So you can make an important decision, you can think about important things and things like that, but do not go any further. And the reason why I don't want you to go any further on this particular day, which is going to be on the 3rd of January, is because there is going to be a little snake in the grass, a little dark snake, dark energy. When I say dark, I mean in an energy, of course. This little dark snake, terrible snake that is connected to another snake. So there are 2 snakes that are going to try to like cross your path. So that's why I'm telling you that someone is going to try to there is going to be a little bit of deception. There is going to be a little bit of security, trickery, and dishonesty connected to this particular situation. So that's why I need you to stay away, step back from the situation, and just think about what you're doing and wait for some other day to take this whole matter further. Because there are a couple of people that are going to come forward in the shape of a terrible little snakes, not literally, but this is what they're all going to be about. And also, if you do go to if you would go to sign something or do some important negotiation on this date, would be really negative. So that's why I need you to understand that there will be very bad odds in order for you to succeed on this particular day. So you can think about things, you can and all this, but do not take things further, okay? So any other day it's gonna be fine. Okay, I'm just letting you know. Okay, so now the second important date is actually going to be on the 16th of January. The 16th of January, you're gonna feel there is someone from the past past that is going to be keep on popping back in your mind. When I say someone from the past, this is not going to be a lover, but this is the certain person that used to make you feel really good about self. Somebody who made you feel really feel like a really quite optimistic and quite good about yourself and things like that. Somebody who means to you so much, but somebody who used to be in your life so much more, and somebody who used to spend so much more time with you and used to be like a huge, massive, big part of your life. I'm not saying that that person is not part of your life anymore, but you're not spending as much as time with that person like how you used to, as much as you used to, for example. So what I want to say is that basically that person is going to come back into your mind. Something is going to happen. Something good is going to happen. Something positive is going to happen. And what is going to come out of it? A certain memory from the past, and that memory is going to influence you in the best possible way indeed. And the bottom line is that there is going to be the reflection from the past. Is going to bring you a very, very important insight. And that insight that you are going to have is going to be connected to the departure journey and some kind of trip, okay? So, and also number 14, 1-4, it's going to be very significant. It's going to have a very powerful meaning when it comes to all this, but you will see exactly what I mean. There is the whole new determination that you are going to have, which means that you will really want to do this. You will really want to go for it, because this is going to bring you the whole new initiative. And I think that's absolutely brilliant, because you're going to taste your strength on one hand, but on another hand, you're just going to feel so good about yourself, because there is the whole new passion also as well here that is going to be born. You know, it's just some certain part of yourself that you forgot about, certain joy that you forgot about, certain happiness that you just kind of left behind. It is all kind of going to come together, and this is just going to be brilliant indeed. A very, very, very good day and very spiritual. I would like to highly recommend you look at this beauty, this beautiful, gorgeous, stunning amethyst little pendant. This is a gorgeous little pendant, amethyst pendant, comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and I highly recommend you to wear this throughout January 2019, and even February. It's going to be very significant, because it is still going to be a rather powerful time where your connection with the spirits and the spirit world is going to be very strong, and amethyst is just going to make your third eye even more powerful, and it's going to make these connections from the spirits and angels even more stronger and more powerful, so you don't miss on those important messages from the spirits, the spirit worlds, from your loved ones and from your angels. And I highly recommend to wear amethyst. The name amethyst is also on another hand absolutely brilliant for your own personal spiritual balance, and it also protects you against negative energy. If you would like to buy this beautiful amethyst pendant, the link is in description below. Okay, you can get this in my store, of course. Okay, so this is something that I highly recommend. Okay, the third important date that I have to recommend you, it's actually going to be the 30th of July. 30th, okay? So now the 30th of July is going to be really good, because it's all going to be about work. It's all going to be about success. It's all going to be about the finances. You will really think about your finances a lot here. You will think about a really big picture in your life, like what you have achieved so far, what you have done so far. But mainly you will be kind of focusing on your finances and your financial situation. There is a certain problem going to arise that is going to be connected to the certain person in your family that means to you a lot, but they're going to be like about 3 other people that are going to play an important role in all this. And when I say an important role in all this, it means that there is a certain business acumen that is going to be very significant, and the practical knowledge that you've actually made, a certain negotiation that is going to be very powerful, and that negotiation that you're going to have that is going to be very powerful on this day, it is all going to be down to you. You have to remember my words right now. Listen to yourself, my babies. Follow to your own intuition. The situation on the 30th that is going to arise, that is going to make you to negotiate, it is only going to work in your favor, and it's going to work really good, and it's going to be really powerful and significant for you indeed. But you just have to just trust yourself, trust your own intuition, because your own intuition on this day is going to be like amazing. Okay, so there is going to be a really good negotiation that you are going to have, and that negotiation is going to be interesting because it's just going to bring you something very special into your life, very special new stage that you will be able to kind of use later on in life. But you will see exactly what I mean, because this is going to be just changing and growing and growing and growing. It's something that is going to become the significant part of your life indeed. Now, okay, so this is going to be really good for you, because it's almost going to make you feel like you know, this is fantastic, and you will feel like you want to have your own personal ritual. You will want to spend some time with friends. You will feel like you want to celebrate after this moment, after this point, because certain things that are going to start making sense to you, especially those things that have been bringing you lots of cloud and lots of darkness into your life. Now this is going to start making sense to you, and this is absolutely brilliant, because it's going to stop you with a certain struggle that you had, not only financial but emotional as well. Okay. Now, sorry, going to the first week of January 2019. Now, the first week of January 2019, it is just that there is a certain wishful thinking situation going to happen, which means that there is a particular issue that you had, and you were constantly thinking that the things are going to be better, things are going to be better, and this particular issue that you had was going on for a long time, going on for a while, was keeping you like some kind of prisoner of your own feelings in a way, and you were just hoping it's going to be better, it's going to be better, it's going to be better. You would just keep on giving that chance, you see. And now the really situation is going to arise right at the beginning of January, where you will just want to kind of change certain things and make a certain things when it comes to the impact, when it comes to your own practicality and security. And you will realize that there was a bit of a wishful thinking situation going on, and now this is time to stop now, because it has been going on for the last 6 months or so. No, it's connecting to some kind of illusion when it comes to the future planning. So that illusion is actually going to fall off. This is not your problem. This is not something to do with you, but it's to do with other people in your life, with other situations in your life, with other things that happen in your life that kind of make an impact with this, that kind of resolve in reflecting on your life in a certain way, and making you feel like a little bit like optimistic with those areas in your life that you should actually just stop, cut it out, abandon, move on, and that's it. Start a new page. And this is how this exactly looks like, because the best thing possibly ever that could have happened is that it's actually you realizing it's an illusion. So you have to stop that certain part, and you have to move on. But in order for you to move on, and in order for the other door to become like available for you, then you have to kind of realize this particular problem in your life. And this is exactly what is actually going to happen here. I can see future planning. Automatically something wonderful is going to happen here, because automatically, as soon as you realize this, automatically there is the new future planning that you are going to have, and this is going to be brilliant, because this is all going to lead towards your own personal prosperity. Financial situation is going to start making sense, and it's going to bring you a really beautiful initiative and a wonderful choice. That choice is going to be connected to you making another big decision. Now there's going to be another big decision that you're going to make, and that big decision that you're going to make is going to be connected to your home changes and things like that. This is where you will want to kind of focus on your home and do the certain changes indeed. But you're just going to find yourself being very determined, and by the time we get to the second week of 2019, January, you're just going to enjoy this wonderful determination. You thought that you've lost it, this determination that you are going to have, and this is what all the energies is going to come through. This is where all the power is going to come through. Mid-January is going to be absolutely fantastic. I know so far I was saying that there are going to be certain adjustments and certain edits, but trust me, this is going to be brilliant. It's going to be so much happening for you like in January. I cannot even stress this, my gorgeous Aries. Just go for it, go for it, go for it, babies. Jump in that water and start swimming. Don't worry about learning how to swim if you don't know how to swim. Just remember, because by the time we get to the second part of January 2019, there is an indecision that you are going to have, an indecisive situation that you are going to have, and that indecisive situation is connected to the very big problem, a very big burden in your life, something that you realize that it just came to an end, and something that you realize again that it's just becoming like a very heavy baggage to you. And again, you're just going to decide to kind of focus on work, focus on your career, focus on your finances, if you're like, for example, if you're like retired, and that is just going to kind of make other things efficient, because you will just realize here that there's going to be a moment when you're going to worry. But I need to let you know, don't worry too much, because it's absolutely pointless. Trust me, by the time we get to the last part of January 2019, your life is just going to start feeling so much better. But yes, there are going to be certain things that you're going to need to deal with in January. Okay, so, and you're gonna feel like your power is going to be tested. When it comes to your work, basically, when it comes to your work and career, be very careful. Not be very careful, but you are going to be like a part of some kind of a challenge. You are going to be watched. Now, this is gonna be really good. You're gonna do really great. You're gonna impress lots of people when it comes to your work. I can see this is where the situation is gonna start changing when it comes to business. When it comes to work, this is when things are going to start working in your favor, and this is going to be really, really good. Finance, now, by the time we get to the last part of January, the financial situation is going to be absolutely brilliant. A reason for celebration when it comes to finances, because you will really be able to relax after this point. For those of you that are looking for a job, the end of January is going to bring something very, very special indeed. For those of you that are retired and don't need to work, there is still going to be a really beautiful progress when it comes to you, and you will want to kind of reward yourself. You will want to take some time out. You will want to maybe go on a mini holidays. You will want to like just kind of reward yourself, which is absolutely brilliant, and it's going to be the right time to do it. Very, very healing end of the month that you are going to have, Aries. I'm so happy for you. And it's also, when it comes to the healing, it's the energy levels are going to be absolutely fantastic. And also when it comes to like friends and things like that, family, you will be spending a lot of time with like your friends and family at around the end of January 2019. But there is a certain gathering that you're actually going to have with the most with the best people in your life, like best friends or like the closest family members and people who mean to you the most. You will really want to see them. You will want to meet up with them, and you will want to have a party. Like you will want to like celebrate something really, really important is going to happen to you, my beautiful Aries. Really important, and it's going to be so good that you will want to like kind of let all your friends and all the people in your life know what a good stage in your life is about to unfold. It's about to start unfolding indeed, and it's all directly the result of your past efforts. And also, it is just brilliant. Financially, absolutely brilliant. Please, let me stress this. Like, if you're looking for a job, I cannot stress enough how important this is going to be. If you were struggling financially, if you were losing things and you were unsure about your situation, the end of January, it's just going to be beautiful. Remember what I said to you at the beginning of this reading. This is going to bring you the whole new perspective. You will be able to focus, and you will be able to see things crystal clear. But in order for you to see things crystal clear, in order for you to focus, you need to shake the energy a little bit, and this is exactly what you're going to be doing. Karmically, a lot to do still in January, but by the time we get to the end of January, this is going to be absolutely amazing, because it's all down to your prosperity. It's all down to your own perfection. It is all down to your own financial situation. It is all down to your finances. finances improving. It is all down to you making the right decisions. This is going to be brilliant. It is all going to be down to you making better life for yourself and a better life for the actual people in your life who mean to you the most. There is a traveling, as I said, there is a traveling that is going to be connected here. This traveling, some kind of another traveling kind of journey, traveling idea that you are going to have, and also is going to be question that is going to be, you're going to be wondering, it's going to be yes or no, yes or no, yes or no, yes or no. Well, my babies, the answer is yes, of course. So also, apart from the question that you're going to be wondering whether it's going to be yes or no, the answer is yes, okay? But on the other hand, there is a very special journey that you're going to plan it around this time. I'm not saying that you're going to go right at the end of that month, but there is going to be the journey that you're going to plan it around this at the end of this month. But that journey is going to be very important because there is going to be a very, very significant realization that you are going to have. You need to go to this trip. You need to go to this journey. You need to make this journey. You need to find out what this journey is. You need to make some kind of a journey that you feel very close to. It's all part of your karma. It's all part of your progress. It's all part of your spiritual journey. And what it happens, a very big stage of your life is coming to an end. And another stage is about to unfold. And to go to this journey, you are not only going to kind of find out even more about it, more is going to be revealed indeed, because through you going to this journey, through you booking this journey, there is something very strong going to be connected. And I'm saying it's so spiritual every time when I see someone booking a journey at a certain time of their life cycle. It means that there is a really big realization that you are going to have. But it's not only that, there is a certain wish that is going to come through, certain wish that is going to come forward, and that is all going to be down to you, your realization, down to you making a really big decision, down to you feeling a really free spirit indeed. And it's going to help you so much with a really bad situation, a negative situation in your life that was making you, that was preventing you from moving on, that was preventing you from feeling happy, that was preventing you from being happy, that was preventing you from enjoying your life, and that was preventing you from traveling. You see, it's all this together. With other words, it was a little bit of an enslavement, like a trickery, like a bad trickery situation that you felt part of. So you were just doing it until something better happens. And this is exactly what's about to happen to you and your life. Something better is about to happen. And this is why I can't explain how important this is going to be. And also an important time when it comes to people working together. For the teamwork, as a teamwork, people working together. This can be work. It's going to be a powerful time when it comes to those of us working. Like if you work together with other people, this is going to be amazing. So much to do and so much to create it around the end of the month indeed. If you're like retired and then you have a family, if you want to do something together with the family, or if you have a hobby, or if you have friends, it all depends. This is going to be a wonderful time of creation. Whatever we start creating with other people at the end of this month of January 2019, that is just going to be super powerful, super significant indeed. And also, let me tell you one more thing: an inheritance. Now it all depends. If you know that you're about to get inheritance, that's absolutely brilliant. If you don't, there is going to be some kind of inheritance chat at the end of the July. Oh, at the end of July, you see. At the end of January 2019, there is going to be like it's an inheritance that is going to come through, an inheritance that is going to come forward. You may not get it straight away, but you're going to hear about it. If you haven't got anybody to leave your inheritance, if you haven't got a family, then this means that this inheritance means like an extra money that you're going to get from somewhere or from someone that is going to surprise you a little bit. But of course, it's going to be rather nice surprise. Okay, my beautiful Aries. So now I'm just going to basically, I forgot about something. You see, I forgot about my cards. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to go quickly and grab my cards and do the single reading. Okay, sorry. Okay, you don't see me walking out very often. This is the second time that I've done it this time. This time I meant this month. Okay, Aries, right, okay, so I'm going to, right, these are not the cards I normally use, but it doesn't matter, that's even better. Right, my babies, okay, so now, hello, how you doing? Hello, my name is Sasha Bonasin. Okay, my babies, Aries, now I'm going to shuffle the, oops! You see, of course, patience. Okay, temperance. Okay, so now Aries, I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to concentrate. Okay, they're a little bit all over the place. I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to concentrate on those Aries that are in relationship. And this is for January 2019. So it's for those Aries that are in relationship. And it's for January 2019. Okay, Aries in relationship, January 2019. Okay, ooh. Okay, I get it. Okay, so basically what is going to happen, you are going to be tested. You're going to be tested this month, my beautiful Aries. Okay, this is for those of you that are in relationship and it's for January 2019. You are going to be tested. Your partner is going to be tested. There's going to be the situation that is going to arise. This situation that is going to arise is completely connected to the past couple of years, what had been happening in your relationship, or for a while. Maybe you haven't even been together a couple of years, but it depends, you see. If there was a long-term relationship that I was strongly say for the last couple of years, but then it could have been a week, then it could have been a year, you see, it all depends. But there is a problem that was going on for a while and you decided to keep it aside, you decided to leave it, you decided to ignore it because there were other things that came through, there were other things that came forward and just messed everything up a little bit for you, and so you had to like kind of just ignore it and leave it aside. So now that problem is going to come back, that problem is going to come bounce back, but that's going to be quite good because it is going to kind of test you both in the best possible way, and it's actually going to make you realize that it's going to get better, it's going to be good, there is going to be the solution to the problem, the big solution to the big problem is coming through, it's coming forward, but it's just the realization that it's going to take a little longer, it's going to take some time, but it's going to be fine. On another hand, that is going to bring a whole new power into your life, that is going to bring a whole new strength into your relationship, because you were tested so far, you were tested a little bit, the waters were a little bit murky, but now the waters are about to become very, very crystal clear, and that's really good. And there is also going to be a really important decision that you are going to make this month, and that decision that you are going to make is going to be connected to the traveling, or you're going to be wondering whether you should go to travel or not, but of course just go for it, I told you already. So there is a really wonderful decision that you're going to make, but on another hand, this is exactly what you both need. The bottom line is that you need some time out together, step back from the situation and just do something different. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards, my beautiful Aries, and this is for those of you that are single. Excuse-moi. Okay, excuse me. Okay, so now I'm going to shuffle these cards and I'm going to concentrate on those of you gorgeous Aries that are single, and that's for January 2019, of course. Oh, you see. January is going to be rather, January is going to be a really good month for love. January is going to be really good month for finding someone really interesting, but it's not only about that. It's about you going out, it's about you meeting people, it's about you coming across with very interesting people, because this is what I see. There are lots of people that you're actually going to be meeting this month, lots of people that you're actually going to be seeing this month, and it's exactly the same for December, where we are now. At the moment now it's December when I'm doing this reading, of course, but now even December it's being very, very busy when it comes to you meeting different people, and you're going to meet even even more people when it comes to the actual January. But you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to start feeling attracted to like people who you wouldn't normally fancy. You're going to start liking people who you wouldn't normally like. But that's really good and that's wonderful because you're progressing and you're evolving, and this is exactly what the January is going to bring. And first, that is going to confuse you a little bit for those of you that are single and ready to mingle, but it's going to be your food for thoughts, and it's just going to kind of give you the whole new direction, and it's going to make you realize there's something really powerful about yourself, and you're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to fantasize and think about a certain person that you've met. Hey! And this is really good because that is just going to give you so many ideas, and that is not only going to give you so many ideas, but it's just going to motivate you. The bottom line is you're going to meet someone really very cool, very powerful, very sexy, very significant in so many different ways. And that particular person that you're going to meet is not only going to be different who you would normally go for, a little bit completely different to who you would normally go for, but it's just going to inspire you and inspire you and inspire you and inspire you in so many different ways. It's a complete opposite if you just end up being with somebody like for a really long time and then it's just the things don't work out and it all becomes heavy. You're both like carrying heavy baggages, and then until you both realize that it's time to move on. This is completely opposite situation. This is the situation where it's like your doctor, you know, like your healer is coming into your life, because it is just going to be it's going to bring you the optimism, positive energy and balance that you didn't have in a really long time. And the bottom line is that person is very successful indeed, and it has got absolutely perfect combination of material and spiritual prosperity around them. Absolutely perfect combination of energies indeed, and that in itself is just going to bring you the most beautiful motivation. You're going to find yourself in a situation where you're going to realize this is exactly what you need. Okay. And I think that's absolutely brilliant because I can sense your energy, I can sense your happiness and things like that. And another thing that I wanted to recommend you is a turquoise. You see this turquoise? Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this pendant, how gorgeous this is, turquoise. And this is something that is just going to be a really wonderful, especially when it comes to your own spirituality, and especially when it comes to your own self-esteem, when it comes to your own, like a balance, when we are meeting different people, you know, so we know what to say, we say the right things, and especially sometimes we meet people and we always say the wrong things, or we get really nervous, or we laugh a lot, or whatever. This is because of the imbalance of energy. This is because of people get nervous and then they react in a different ways. And what turquoise does is, turquoise is wonderful because it helps you with this particular balance. You feel much more grounded, especially when we are meeting lots of people in our lives, especially when we meet like a really powerful people in our lives that are going to play an important role later on. Turquoise is actually helps you like to express yourself in the best possible way. So in general, just get turquoise. This is something that I highly recommend indeed. This comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link of course is in the description below. Okay, my beautiful, gorgeous, powerful Aries, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. As I said, I will wish you the best, happy holidays, happy new year. I love you to bits. Thank you so much for sticking with me for so long. I'm sending you brightest blessings, love and light. Mwah. Okay, my beautiful Aries, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.